Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's video, we are talking Mobile X. But before I get into that, first time to my channel, glad you can make it. And if you decide to subscribe, thank you so much for doing so. Now let's get into this video and get straight into it. Mobile X. I know it sounds silly, right? I'm talking about Mobile X in this video, but it's not so silly at all. And Mobile X has made some very, very great changes lately. Changes that, have really wowed me and a lot of people out there. And obviously it's doing what it's supposed to be doing with all these recent changes with Mobile X, because they are like 3 to 5 times more busier than they've ever been with activation. So shout out to the expert care team at Mobile X. They do an amazing job. So you know what, don't forget to give them a shout out. If you're a Mobile X customer and you're watching this because you're a Mobile X customer, so you want to show support to them, and you happen to send in a support ticket or whatever, just let them know that Tito reminded you guys to appreciate them. Share something nice to them. Say something nice. Let them know that they're valued, because they are working really, really hard and they do an amazing job. And right now, with this boom of new customers coming into Mobile X, and so Mobile X has been catering to all sides of the telco industry. You have basically the personalized access plan that they have been pushing since the very beginning of Mobile X, letting you choose the amount of data you want, letting you choose unlimited talk and text if that's what you want. Even just making your line a data only SIM and using it in IoTs like your tablets, you're able to do that with Mobile X. It's very flexible, very bendable, very customizable. And the rates for their customizations is like heavily competitive against things like Telco and other brands out there that are kind of doing like, well, the most recent article that I seen online was, Mobile X compared to Google Fi, so it's making headway and it's making a loud noise in the customizable cell phone service plan. But they've also now reached out to the power data users. They now have changed their unlimited plan from the 30 gigs of high-speed data to fully unlimited. That is crazy. And I don't know how long this is going to last. If most of you guys hadn't noticed, it says until December they're doing this. So with the recent changes of the unlimited plan now being a fully unlimited plan from when it was just 30 gigs of high-speed data, that has made a serious statement in the telco industry. So that's why I say, like, they're on both sides of the spectrum. They're still heavily pushing their personalized access plan for those people who want to save money, but they're now also reaching out to the power data users, and it is working. I mean, that's why I said shout out to the expert care guys. It's working. And so I don't know how long they're going to keep this plan going. It says until December, but I honestly feel like they're just testing the waters to see what the response is, and the response is looking positive. Yes, it kind of goes against their principles, if you want to say that, because they've been heavily pushing personalized access, but that's not their actual core principle. I know I've said it because I know that that's what they were heavily pushing, but that's not Mobile X's core principle. That's not what Peter Adderton is all about. The true essence of Mobile X is to cater to customers. They are different in a way where they're actually listening to their customer base and making effective changes that won't hurt the business, so the business can stay around to maintain and operate for the customers, but also giving something to the customers that the customers want. So they're pulling it an impossible here, but the little steps that they're making in growing Mobile X is working. They're doing it right. And I gotta commend them for it, on just how well they're doing it. It's not easy to, be fully on the customer and completely forget that you have a company to run and run your company into the ground. And vice versa, running your company and making it lucrative, but abandoning, all the suggestions and requests by your customers. Like, yes, Mobile X is not going to cater to every request given to them, but the ones that they think will work and that will benefit majority of customers is what they're going to implement into making that experience for customers a whole lot better. So yes, I'm hyping up Mobile X in this video because I think they're doing a fantastic job. I think that their plans are great. I'm hoping that this unlimited plan they have going right now for 25 bucks a month, fully unlimited. I hope that that continues after December. If they keep it as a plan but change the plan price rate, no big deal. I mean, as long, you know, as it's not anything higher than 50 bucks, and I'll be okay with that. But if they keep it at 25, very solid, and it beats out Visible and Total by Verizon and US Mobile, in my opinion. I know people are like, US Mobile has AT&T and T-Mobile, and you can switch between. I don't care. I don't care, because T-Mobile and AT&T have great connections in certain areas in my city, and there's certain areas where there's absolutely no connection, like I lose connection. Mobile X has been the only one that's been very consistent throughout my entire city, no matter where I go. And I know this because I do Amazon Flex for a side hustle, and I go to places, even on the outskirts of the city, that seem very rural, and Mobile X is still chugging along in power. So big shout out to Mobile X, who operates on the Verizon network. Big shout out to their new plans. Big shout out to the expert care team. They make this possible. And then big shout out to the board members and Peter Adderton for not only just saying you're about customers, but your actions show you're about customers. And anybody that's gonna, you know, talk some smack about Peter Adderton because he's very vocal on X, he antagonizes Boost Mobile, you know, he's doing, you know, what he feels to get the point across to other companies, because he knows that not everybody's gonna want to join Mobile X. But if he can help influence those companies to do something good for their customers, so be it, right? So show me a CEO that doesn't just only care about his current subscribers or her current subscribers, but cares about all smartphone users out there and what type of plans they have, and hopes that something they do, like Mobile X does, influences other companies to do something similar that will make it a win for their customers. Type that answer in the comments. Let me know who's been doing that. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, smash the like button. Thanks for checking it out. If you guys want to try out Mobile X, you definitely can. They have a 10-day free trial. You just sign up, get your services active. They do eSIM and physical SIM, whichever you choose. And get it started. For 10 days, you can try out their network, coverage, everything. And if you're convinced that it's going to work for you, well then, at the end of the 10 days, you can either choose to go on their unlimited plans, or you can stay on personalized access and personalize it to your liking, so you're only spending for what you need. That's it for today's video. Thanks for checking it out. I'll talk to you on the next one. Aloha.